welcome back to another Storytime video. And today I am going to talk about the time where I grilled food while I was in college. Now, of course, on the surface you go, well, of course, I guess you kind of grilled food while you were, attending college. It's like, no. I grilled food at the college while it was going on, while there was class and everything. So, this was before a summer break that we had. We had a couple weeks off for the summer, and this was right before those 2 weeks. And typically, whenever we had a break like that in school, my professor loved to, sometimes we had little parties and stuff while he graded everything and all that. But because this time was special in the sense that we still had work and all that, but we were still going to have like food and everything, so I went, okay, well, I will grill for this. And I had made that decision like a week before that we were about to have this break and this party. And it's like, okay, so I'll grill. And it's like, okay, well, do I need to bring a grill? And my professor was like, no, one of the other instructors has a grill here that he will let you borrow as long as you clean the grill after you're done with it. And it's like, okay, cool. I don't mind that at all. And it was a charcoal grill, which I love grilling on charcoal grills. I have never grilled on a gas grill, actually. I don't think that there's a right or a wrong way to grill meat. I just know that I prefer to grill meat. Well, I haven't tried a gas grill, but I know that I can grill meat on a charcoal and that it tastes good on a charcoal grill. So I'm going to continue to grill on a charcoal grill. But that's kind of my stance on that, so just wanted to say that. And so I walked outside the previous day, and I saw where there would be I would walk outside periodically throughout the day when my professor wasn't instructing us, and I wasn't doing assignments, like during a break or during lunch or whatever. I would sometimes walk outside and kind of scope out the area and see what kind of shade a big tree right outside our classroom and right outside the school provided for me, so that I could put the grill in a decent spot such that I wouldn't really get too hot from the sun. I mean, of course, getting hot from the grill, but whatever. So, because this was the middle of the summer, as I kind of implied. So, I found a really good spot where if the flame, for some reason, kind of got a little out of hand, then it wouldn't catch the tree on fire and we wouldn't need to call the fire department. And this is not a precursor to me saying that we needed to call the fire department for this later on. No, we did not. Unfortunately for you guys, the story does not get that interesting. At least not interesting in that way. But yeah, so eventually, well, I got a bunch of the condiments and stuff. I think my professor got the hamburger meat. I know that uh, a couple people got some hamburger meat and stuff that they wanted to grill because I was like, hey, well, I'm going to be grilling and just kind of, well, no, yeah. So I was like, hey guys, I'm going to be grilling. Just let me know what kind of hamburger meat or what kind of meat you guys might want, and just let me know so that when I get the meat or when our professor gets the meat, then you get what you want. Of course, there's other food besides that. Well, I'm not addressing the class anymore, but there was other food other than that. But I mean, the hamburgers were great. And by the way, grilling hamburgers is not that difficult. Although I will say that with the fact that this wasn't the end of a semester, well, this school we had trimesters, and this was not the end of a trimester, the middle of the summer. Uh, yeah, this school does it a different way. One day I will go into more detail and further explain how they do it. Because I do plan to talk about this school more in depth one day as a whole. So, he still had us do work this day, which I did not expect. But with my excellent time management skills that I have, I was like, okay. Sorry. I was like, okay, well, I've grilled hamburgers and stuff before. So what about, and I was like, okay, so what if I start the hamburgers, kind of leave them and kind of check on them, like every 20 or so minutes, just walk outside there and just kind of work on the hands-on assignments that my professor had for us. And it's like, okay, cool. And I didn't necessarily had to have all these assignments done by the end of the day. I think there were just one or two out of the 5 or 6 that he expected us to have done by the end of the day. That being my professor. But I was like, okay, I don't want to deal with this over break. So I'll just deal with this today and get everything done today. And so it's like, okay. So I set the hamburgers on the grill. And thankfully, part of the reason why hamburgers are so easy to grill is that you basically put them on the grill and they kind of let you know when they're ready by, the blood kind of rises from the hamburger patty. Like if you've grilled hamburgers before, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. But they will basically tell you when they're ready to be flipped. And the thing is that you basically only need to flip them like one time in order to get the other side. You don't need to constantly watch them like chicken or a steak or something like that. You can set it on the grill and just kind of forget about it if you want. I mean, as long as you're not ignoring the hamburgers, you'll be fine. And I'm sure there's somebody that's going to go, well, you constantly have to look at it. Well, the hamburgers I've grilled have turned out just fine without me constantly watching it. So, to the contrarian that's going to post that comment, potentially, no, stop it. Delete that comment. Stop typing. Delete that. But yeah, I mean, it took me like all day, like all school day, to grill these hamburgers, but that's partly because I wasn't dealing with the biggest grill in the world, and also because, I was trying to do assignments and stuff inside as well. And, it's kind of tough to do assignments on a computer outside, and you could grill inside, but you could theoretically do that, but I don't think anybody in their right minds would grill inside. I think that is just insane. I think that there's a decent chance that had I tried to grill and ignored the front office people, that I could have gotten kicked out. Maybe I don't know. I don't know, but I didn't want to chance it at all. I mean, I could see why. I mean, it's just bad. It's just bad. I don't condone it. So I made it tougher, but hey, got the hamburgers done. I had a hamburger. The people that had hamburgers said that they really enjoyed it, and that puts a big smile on my face at the end of the day. And I got all my assignments done, and I got hundreds on it, or I got full credit on it. So it was like stuff like going into a Windows server and doing certain things with a virtual machine, that kind of hands-on stuff. And so that's what type of hands-on assignments I had, in case you were curious as to what I had exactly. But yeah, I had a really fun time grilling, and my best friends, a couple of my best friends came out at various points and were like, "Hey, how's it coming along?" And they kind of helped keep me company, because I kind of felt like a man that was on an island, out there grilling, outside all by myself. But it was nice. It was kind of nice to have that kind of loneliness at times, to kind of think, do whatever I felt like I needed to do, like meditating. But yeah, so that was grilling while I was in college, and yeah, grilling in college is one of the many experiences that I got to enjoy in college that I love to talk about. I appreciate the instructor that let me borrow his grill, and I appreciate that my professor let me grill, even though he was like, "Hey, you got to work on these assignments." I was like, okay, I will. And I'm just thankful that he let me do that and provided some of the supplies for the burgers. And I am very appreciative of my classmates and thankful that they enjoyed it. And, it was a pleasure for me. And see us, guys. I do believe that will do it for this storytime video. And Slank's storytime video. I will see you all later. Goodbye, guys. Thank you all for watching. And